A thin ribbon of smoke curled into the winter sky above the Reichstag, drifting like a ghost over the city. Flames roared through the building's great chamber, turning stained glass and ancient wood into a furnace of crackling heat. Firefighters clawed their way through shattered windows, while crowds gathered in stunned silence, staring at the burning heart of German democracy. The Reichstag, a symbol of political debate, dissent, and compromise, was dissolving into ash. Hitler arrived within the hour, the orange fire staining his eyes. He moved through the smoke and chaos with unsettling calm, as if he had already seen this night in his mind. He spoke softly to his aides, his voice controlled, each word deliberate. To him, the fire was not a crisis. It was an opportunity. Within hours, a suspect was in custody. Marinus van der Lubbe, a Dutch communist found wandering the building, dazed, half-naked, holding matches. Hitler seized on the story immediately. He told the press and his inner circle that the fire was not the work of one man. It was a conspiracy, a communist uprising, a threat against Germany itself. His eyes gleamed with conviction. "This is the beginning," he whispered to Joseph Goebbels. Goebbels, master of propaganda, nodded with a chilling smile. The next morning, Hitler demanded extraordinary powers. In a private meeting at the presidential palace, he told Hindenburg that Germany was under attack, that the communists were planning a national revolution. His words were precise and theatrical. He spoke of assassinations, bombings, civil war. Whether he believed the threat was real is still debated. But what mattered that day was not truth. It was fear. And Hitler knew how to shape fear like wet clay. On February 28, 1933, Hindenburg signed the Reichstag Fire decree. With a single stroke of a pen, the German constitution was suspended. Civil liberties vanished overnight. Police could raid homes without warrants, confiscate property, tap phones, make arrests without charges. Newspapers critical of Hitler were shut down. Political rivals were dragged from beds in the middle of the night. Door by door, voice by voice, Germany's democracy suffocated in silence. Hitler called it necessary. He told his cabinet that Germany could not be saved through speeches or votes, only through strength. His closest allies echoed him, believing that the ends justified the means. The question, right or wrong, felt distant, almost irrelevant, swallowed by urgency and chaos. To Hitler, this was justice. To many Germans, it felt like protection. To history, it was the first turning of the lock that would close the nation inside a cage. The fire's glow faded from the sky, but its impact burned on. Thousands of communists were arrested. Union leaders vanished. Opponents fled. Streets that once hummed with political diversity fell eerily quiet. And Hitler stood at the center, the architect of a new order, watching everything unfold exactly as he had imagined. By March, Hitler made his next move. He demanded the Enabling Act, a law that would give him absolute authority to rule without parliament. No checks, no limits, no balance, only power. He told Germans it was temporary, a safeguard, a bridge back to stability, but he knew it was permanent. In the Kroll Opera House on March 23rd, the vote was held. Surrounded by intimidating lines of SA troops, many deputies trembled as they cast their ballots. The act passed. Hitler did not smile. He simply lifted his chin, aware that the Germany of yesterday was gone. A new Germany, his Germany, had been born. What he had done was cold, calculated, transformative. Was it right or wrong? Supporters argued he saved the nation from collapse. Opponents saw tyranny rising in plain sight. Hitler believed that history would absolve him, but every step he took now led toward a place darker than anyone imagined, a place where belief became brutality and ambition became annihilation. And the world, still waking from war, barely noticed the danger tightening its grip.